So assimilating into that community, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's a couple of people that talk about, I know Coach Deb talks about sort of the tribal marketing, and Rob Key from Conversion has the 8 karmic principles of communications. And assimilating into the community, kind of like Jane Goodall did with chimpanzees, is kind of a metaphor to use as you introduce yourself into these communities. And assimilating into the community, you have to know the rules, but each community is very different. Twitter is different from Facebook. Dig is different from StumbleUpon. Blogging is different from microblogging, so there's a lot of differences in it. And so I'd like to turn this over to Darren to answer. What are some of the major differences between some of the communities, and what are the best ways to go about learning those differences and using them to communicate them?
Yeah. The way I like to look at it is it's almost like you need to learn the language of a place and learn the culture of a place. And if as a business you're going cross borders to launch your business in a new country, one of the first things you would do is learn the language and find a local to work with. And for me, that's what I do when I'm starting to explore a new social media. So when I started to explore Plurk, which is like Twitter, but it's different. I found the leading Plurkers and began to interact with them. I didn't start a Plurk, well, I started a Plurk account, but I didn't start to use it until I found 2 or 3 of them. And I began to look at the way they were using it and let them be my model. And then I began to replicate that and play with that in my own way. Yeah, they're very different. Plurk, for instance, is different from Twitter in that you have threaded conversations, and it's very easy to throw the conversation over and have a group discussion, whereas Twitter is very much, I start the conversation and you all interact with me, and unless you're following one another, you don't know what anyone else is saying unless I share it back with you. So Plurk's really useful for that, but then it doesn't have the audience that Twitter does. So yeah, for me it's really about learning the culture and looking for key individuals within that culture that you can build relationships with.